Take a minute and think about all your favorite food. We bet you're thinking of a lot of fried things. That's because India loves oil. In fact, we are the biggest importers of edible oil. Last year, we imported edible oil worth $19 billion. dollars. But after the Russia Ukraine war and Indonesia banning palm oil exports, we've realized that this dependence on imports is harmful for us. So, we figured out a way to increase our oil production with genetically modified mustard crops. However, there's a lot of controversy around this. So, let's dive deep into how GM mustard can solve our oil problems and why it is so controversial. Welcome back to Revolution Read On, a daily podcast where we break down one story from the world of business and finance. Click on the subscribe button to never miss an update from us. Here's your story for today. Currently, India can meet only 30% of its oil demand because the oil seeds that India can grow are not too popular, read profitable, amongst farmers. They need a lot of land, a lot of water, and a lot of money to grow. Not just that, often farmers cannot grow other crops along with these oil seeds. GM mustard can help solve this problem. This genetically modified crop has superpowers. It can boost yields by 28%. So, farmers can grow more crops using the same amount of land, water, and money, giving them better return on investments. Therefore, more mustard oil will be produced, reducing our dependence on imports. And this is the perfect time to support mustard cultivation because just last year we banned the blending of mustard oil with other oils, a move that was badly impacting the demand for mustard, causing farmers to abandon it. Which is why the Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee has given approval to use this GM mustard. So, our oil problem is solved. If only. A lot of farmers' associations, environmentalists, and even oil producers don't really support this move. Why? Because, number one, genetically modified crops could be potentially dangerous for consumption, which is why India only has one genetically modified crop, BT cotton, which helped double our cotton production. Number two, oil producers and suppliers believe this modified mustard will not produce the same quality of mustard oil. Number three, environmentalists and farmers think the GM crop could impact bees and other pollinators in the area. Plus, this crop is herbicide resistant, so farmers could get used to spraying tons of herbicides in their fields. This could make weeds herbicide resistant, and the herbicide residue could harm us and the soil. And the biggest and most important reason of all, India wants to plant this GM mustard to become Atmanirbhar. But the patent for creating these GM mustard seeds is held by a German company, Bayer. So even if we did grow GM mustard, we would still be dependent on other countries for our oil production. And once farmers have gotten used to planting these seeds, the company could raise their prices, leaving us in a churn. Now, it is the government's call to decide whether or not GM mustard will be planted in India. But our question is, will GM mustard truly help us reduce oil imports? Right now, India is obsessed with palm oil because it is much cheaper than all the other oils out there. So, major restaurants, snack chains, etc., mainly use palm oil. On the other hand, mustard oil isn't all that popular. And that's not just because of the price of the oil or its scarcity, it is also because mustard oil has a very particular smell and taste that only goes well with a few cuisines. So, even growing GM mustard may not solve our oil problem. But if India agrees to choose mustard oil over other refined oils, it would help us both financially and health wise. Mustard oil is healthier than the other refined oils we currently consume and could reduce heart diseases. And as the world grows more health conscious, we could also become major exporters of mustard oil. So, what should be the priority? Improving crop yields to increase farmers' income, or not allowing GM mustard seeds while safeguarding the environment and looking for other solutions? And for now, it's a wrap on your story for today. Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll be back with more tomorrow.